What is up, guys? Welcome finally to episode 9 of News Bytes. Now, the last time we did one of these was way back in March, so we kind of didn't succeed in doing the every other month schedule, but hopefully now, July 17th, hopefully the next one here will be in September.
Yeah, hopefully. Sadly, we're both working now. We've got stuff going on, so schedules are a bit crazy at the minute, but we'll see what happens.
Pretty much every time I was free, he wasn't, and every time he was free, I had something I had to do. Regardless of that, though, guys, before we start the video, check out these new avatars. Beautiful, beautiful. Alright, guys, let's go ahead and get started with episode 9 of News Bytes.
Woo!
Alright, guys, so I have quite a few things to talk about. Some stuff has happened since the last episode of News Bytes, which it usually does. Well, I guess the first thing I have to talk about is my new intro. So you guys may have noticed in my, I think the last 4 or 5 videos, my intro has been very short and sweet. I got rid of that long intro that I've been using for like a year and a half or almost 2 years before that. You know what? I'm going to play it here one last time before we never see it on this channel again. So there you go, guys. That intro will no longer be used, and you may have noticed that on this video, the only intro you saw was the News Bytes one. Yeah, that's right, I'm not having my DaSamNudge intro on sub-series videos on this channel anymore, just to make it a little bit better. So the second thing I have to talk about is the Rantcast. Now, the Rantcast is an idea that was inspired by the WAN show from Linus Tech Tips. Actually, my friend Brandon and I, otherwise known as DSRX100 on YouTube, we were in a Skype call way back in December, and we were like, hey, what if we're ranting about all this stuff? Why don't we actually, like, film it and put it up on YouTube? So the first episode of that came out a couple weeks ago, maybe only a week ago. And the second episode is actually the video right before this one. So if you guys want to go watch that, go ahead. Finish watching this video first, of course. But yeah, guys, the Rantcast is basically just a show where Brandon gets in a Skype call and we sit and rant about just whatever we feel like talking about at the moment. And then I edit it and put it up on YouTube. So if that sounds interesting to you at all, go ahead and watch the videos. So guys, another series that I have started on this channel recently is called The Do Life, and that's basically just a video series where me and Cam get in his car, go to a restaurant, get some food, and share our thoughts on it. There's not really much more to it than that. If you want to watch those videos, there's a playlist on my channel, and all of the videos are in there. And I guess on top of that we have our car vlog series, which is a little bit different than the Do Life, but it's kind of the same, but not really. Yeah, I don't really know how to explain it better than that, but either way, they're good videos, they're hilarious, and yeah. So I need to talk about AT&T. I do this a lot, but they suck, and I'm going to explain why. So this is my phone now, this iPhone 5, this silver iPhone 5. This is actually the same phone that recorded the first episode of Smokes Here, so it's kind of a historic iPhone to me, so I'm glad I have that now. But when I took the SIM card out of my S7 Edge and put it in this phone, the hotspot wasn't activated, and I was like, okay, that's the same thing that happened last summer with the S5 when I moved that SIM card to the 4S. So I get in a text chat thing with AT&T, and basically what happens is I say, hey, I need this hotspot, you know, because I kind of need it for when I don't have Wi-Fi. She says okay, and she asks me to do a whole bunch of random crap. And then she says, no, the only plan with the hotspot right now is the AT&T Unlimited Plus. And as soon as she said that, I was like, no, don't try to sell me that, because I'm gonna tell you, my parents on the same account with the same plan with their iPhones have hotspots. My Galaxy S7 a day prior to this on the same account with the same plan had a hotspot. So don't try to tell me that this plan doesn't have a hotspot, because for the last year and a half that I've had it, I have had a hotspot with no problem. Don't upgrade me to the AT&T Unlimited Plus. So I tell her that, she says okay, and then I get this text message from AT&T saying that the account has been upgraded to the AT&T Unlimited Plus plan. So I see that, and I go back in and say, why did you just do... I literally just said specifically, do not upgrade me to this plan. And at that point, she gives up. She literally just leaves the room, and someone else comes in, and he actually knows what he's doing. He gets the plan back down to the, the closest plan to what we had before. We had the 15 gigabyte plan, but now we have the 16 gigabyte plan for the same price that we were paying before, and I have my hotspot on my iPhone enabled. So that was all well and good, until yesterday. I went to look to see how much I owed on the Galaxy S7 Edge, and it says that my line is not eligible for an installment upgrade, meaning I can't upgrade from this until March 2019, even though we have a contract signed with them saying that they have to let us pay off the phones whenever we want, so the next time I go to an AT&T store, that is definitely going to be brought up, because I am not waiting 2 years to upgrade my phone. As soon as the iPhone 8 comes out, getting that. And that brings us into our next topic. I am completely done with Android. So my Galaxy S7 Edge that I got back in September, it stopped working right. The cell radio is dying. Wi-Fi sits there turning itself on and off all day for no reason. This iPhone 5 right here is actually faster than the S7 Edge. And this is running iOS 10, the latest one that it supports, iOS 10.2.3. So that kind of gives you a little... snippet of how iPhone is better than Android, in my opinion at least. A few people I know actually got the S8, and in less than a month, it started failing on them. An S8, the Galaxy S8 that just came out in April, they got it, and it didn't last a month before it started having issues. So that is the end of Android for me. I am sticking with iPhone forever now. I do really like this phone. I miss the fingerprint unlock. But other than that, the handoff, the continuity with Mac, it's amazing. And I'm staying with it this time. I know I said the same thing last year, but this time it's real. So guys, on to the final topic. You all know that I have been using Final Cut Pro to edit my videos for almost 4 years now. And in the last episode, I talked briefly about how 10.3 had bugs, and they're finally fixed now. I think they're on 10.3.4, and my events stay in order after a relaunch. The audio meters keep their custom size after a relaunch. All of my audio and video color presets for the timeline stay there after a relaunch, and it's great. I love it. It's a great video editor. The dark interface is beautiful. It runs smoothly because it's so optimized for Mac that 4K editing, even at 4K 60, doesn't drop a single frame in the better quality mode on Final Cut while I'm editing. So, happy to say that Final Cut 10.3.4 is my video editor now. So, that is it for my channel. Let's see what's going on with Connor.
Welcome, apprentices. My name is Triple Dog Dare, and we're back again in the Bytes studio. It's been a while. We kind of missed the 2-year anniversary because of life, but we're back now. Hopefully we'll be able to do this more regularly again. We'll see what happens. But I have some really nice news for you guys today. So, the Google Pixel. I finally upgraded away from my LG Escape 2, or as I prefer to call it, the LG Scrap 2, to the Google Pixel, which I must say is a very, very nice phone. I've had no complaints with it so far whatsoever. USB-C fast charging is awesome. It's perfect. Now, the second piece of news for you is this. I got a little bit of an upgrade to my sound tech, and that is the Bose SoundLinks. These are $230 headphones made by Bose. Not sponsored, just awesome. Please, Bose, give me a sponsorship. That would be awesome. But these things are amazing. Great sound quality. They don't have noise canceling, but they muffle well enough they almost don't need it. Bluetooth, wired, whatever you need. Great battery life. All in all, totally worth the $60 plus the rest of the $230 I spent in gift cards that I paid for these. I highly recommend them if you're looking for a stupidly expensive but amazing headset. In other news, I now have a Patreon. Now, honestly, I don't really expect much to come of this, but I'm working 3 days a week, 9 to 5, an unpaid internship. I don't have a lot of time to make money. All my income at this point is coming from my parents, doing contract work for my dad's web design business, or just a little bit of monthly income they give me to pay for food. So that's why I've set up Patreon. I'm not going to beg for patrons. That's not who I am. But I will say that every little bit helps. And the more I can make off of Patreon, the more cool stuff I can do for you guys, because the less time I'll have to spend worrying about making money. So, if you like my channel, if you want to support me, head over to my Patreon and give me some love. Because even if it's just $1, doesn't matter how small your contribution is, every little bit counts, every little bit adds up, everything helps. So head on over there, give me some love, and I'll see you on the other side. Now, on to some more interesting news that doesn't sound like me selling out. I've been developing Minecraft mods for, I don't know, 5 years, something like that, all the way since back in good old 1.6. And most of my mods honestly haven't really been that popular. They've been under the radar. They're not the kind of thing that a lot of people end up using. But I am proud to announce that Backport, one of my more recent Minecraft mods for Minecraft 1.10, has reached 10,000 downloads. And not only that, but as of the time of recording this, I believe it is about 13,500 downloads. So thank you guys so much for the support on that. If you want to check it out, it is basically a mod that brings features from the newer 1.11 and 1.12 updates back into the 1.10 update in order to allow you to still use the new features with mods that haven't updated to the newer versions yet. 1.10 was kind of the last major modding version. A lot of things updated to 1.11, but many of them didn't. So Backport aims to bring the newer features from 1.11 and the newly released 1.12 update into 1.10 so you can use them with the mods you love. So go check it out. Yeah, it's awesome. But that's not the only piece of mod news I have. I am working on an extremely ambitious project that I've actually been working on and off in different forms for probably about 3 years now. And it's finally coming to fruition. And I'm finally actually in a place where I can keep up the motivation to actually work on it and finish it. And that is Magicka. Now, Magicka is a mod for Minecraft designed to take a different spin on magic from the traditional Minecraft magic mods. Most of them, like Thaumcraft or Ars Magica, or even the countless magic staff mods that are out there, essentially revolve around casting items and some form of energy, usually mana. Magicka, on the other hand, aims to be a magic mod that focuses not on energy and on an item that lets you cast magic, but spins magic as science, to where the use of magic is not inherent to any being, but is knowledge. The manipulation of the principles of the world through knowledge of them and through the words to control them. It features a language-based casting system that will allow you to build your own spells by writing out an incantation out of individual words that make up the effects of the spell. And it will have no mana system, no casting items, none of the usual stuff like that, just the magic. So, Magicka is not yet released, and actually I haven't even gotten that much development on it. I'm still working on a lot of the planning stages. But if you want to go support Magicka, there will be a link down in the description to the GitHub repository for the mod, where you can find information about how to keep in touch about the mod's development and how you can help with the development directly as well. So go check that out. I promise you, you will not regret it, and look forward to an awesome mod in the future. And with that, let's head back over to the joint segment.
Alright guys, so that is going to be it for episode 9 of News Bytes. As usual, if you enjoyed the video, like the video, comment on the video, subscribe to both of our channels. Connor has a card right there right now, and there's also going to be an end screen on the outro and a link in the description. All the usual stuff, guys. If you enjoy News Bytes, let us know in the comments, and hopefully, in September, episode 10 will be here.
Yeah, I think that's about it from me too, so go check this guy out if you're
already on my channel now.
Yeah. If you came from the playlist on my channel, make sure to check him out. This video is on his channel, so give him a subscribe. He is awesome, no matter how weird he is. Like, comment, all that stuff, you know the drill. And we'll see you guys next time. Later!